that society would collapse. We need a strike. We need these people to cooperate, to go together, pull their resources, pull their money, go to a new area, buy up the land, make it private, turn it into business, turn it into church, whatever you have to do to organize this, to turn it into something which is private as opposed to public. These people, we need a strike of working class people. Pull out, refuse to prop up the system. Do not come crawling back to these people to beg to be part of their society without submitting to their ideals of being vaccinated. At the end of the day, that's what I'd love to see. But in the meantime, as these power-hungry maniacs that are in charge of our countries gets more and more angry that people are not obeying them, they will turn insane. They will go absolutely insane in their desire to squash and control these people, and they will stop at nothing. If you're out there, expect to get hurt. That's basically it. I'm not saying it's like, oh, this not, it's not worth it, don't protest. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying they will stop, and maybe that's what we need, right, or something, and then that will escalate, right? But just know that they're purging people from police and from military, and they're seeking compliant people that will obey, that will push the button and turn these machines and these robots and these drones and these weapons and whatever it is on their own population at the end of the day. That's happening right in front of our eyes right now, and Australia is experiencing that firsthand, right? So what happened here, too, is that there were so many people showing up, and now the police are trying to restrict the airspace over Melbourne just to allow, I think media was not allowed initially, then some media could film it, and then let's see if I have that tweet here, that's right now, is that that's a sub service right there. This is the fourth protest in 5 days in Melbourne. I think here's another shot of another angle from that we showed from the top before when they started firing at the protesters, the cops here.
In Melbourne, live now, scenes. They've separated the group.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. So you guys see the lockdown map here in Australia, right? That's what these people are protesting right here. This insanity of just more and 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 more lockdowns. Everywhere is lockdowns. Can't go anywhere, and then the cases go up, right? Why? Because the vaccine is being rolled out. This is a feedback loop. It's an endless cycle. It does not stop. This ride does not stop. This carnival just keeps going. And either you're part of it or you're not, right? That's what's happening here. And this is partially about crushing dissent. This is partially about, and again, I'm not saying don't fight back. It's not at all what I'm saying. But like here's the elite. This is the elite. The elite's going to their parties. They're hanging out. They're having a good time. They're maskless, and this is your kids. That's your kids. This is what they have to do. That's your kids. This is the perverts, the pedophile perverts in Hollywood. That's the perverts who are diddling these kids. That's what they can do right there. They can hang out. They can have a good time and party. This is your kids, right? That's what we're looking at. And who do we get on the mainstream sources, the channels that are still left on competition, less YouTube, for example? Any voices out there that are like trying to bring some reason and sanity to this picture, right? What are they talking about? Well, actually, the vaccines are pretty good. It turns out, if you're still on YouTube, like Tim Pool, it turns out vaccines are pretty damn cool and fun and based.
I'm not in any way opposed to the vaccine. Not at all. In fact, I will even go as far to say we need to talk about the philosophical ramifications of a vaccine passport, because a lot of people are going to have a knee-jerk reaction saying it's the worst possible thing imaginable. No, the authoritarianism is, the government mandate is, and the cultural enforcement is, but vaccines are pretty good. Now, should this be done in our country, restricting people from being able to live and work and consume and go about their normal daily lives? I got to say, I honestly don't think so. And it was because I had a conversation with someone the other day, a regular guy, and he just said, listen, If the vaccine is available to you and it will keep you safe, and there are people that choose not to get it even though they could, why should everyone else have to deal with that? In which case, well, many people are questioning why we would even need a vaccine passport in the first place. If people are choosing not to get it, well, then they're the ones who are going to be hurt for the most part, right? Well, it's ideas like this that are leading many people to believe that the vaccine passports are for something else. That, I can't tell you. Honestly, I think it's just most people prefer safety over freedom. And that means you get the vaccine,
there's nothing else going
and they
on
want
here.
to know you got the vaccine because it makes them feel safe. I'm not as concerned with the vaccine passport as I am concerned with the trajectory of our...
There you go, folks. And that's your Tim Pools, and that's why they're still on YouTube, because they lick the ass of the establishment. Vaccines are pretty darn fun and cool. If you don't get those COVID cases up and deaths up, then, go get your jab, right? I think we'll end on this here. Here is, we have to turn, of course, to based people over in Eastern Europe to get any kind of semblance of sanity in this position here, in this situation, rather. This is, and I think we'll end with this here, President of Croatia, Zoran Milankovic, I think, or Milanovic, I think it is, you pronounce it, subtitled, so heads up on